So I just want to take a step back right here and just describe the Kafka Topics UI because I think that's really important. So the image you're using as Zookeeper has Kafka and then has a bunch of UI tools from this company called Lendoop. And they're really nice because they allow you especially when you start developing, to use a UI to understand what's happening so you don't have to do all things command line and stuff. But at the same time, it's only for visualizing. You can't do really admin work on it, but that's fine, okay? So the one UI we've been using is the Topics UI. That's the one I want to spend time on. So the Topics UI will show you all the topics you have in Kafka, okay? The number of brokers you have, and so on. It shows you the normal topics that you can read and write from. So the second topic, new topic, everything we've been creating before. Then it has created a bunch of Coyote and log topic, but you don't need to worry about those really. And then you see there's a switch on the top left called system topics. So we're just going to activate it. And we see we have 5 system topics. The one that I really want you to worry about, and the one that we've talked about before, was the consumer offset topic in the theory lecture, okay? So the consumer offset is not a topic for you to read, okay? It's done automatically by Kafka, but it's good to know. That's where the offsets are set, okay? And that's where all your consumers right here will set their data. So maybe we'll be lucky, and if we search for my group 1, excellent, it's here. So if we look for my group 1, remember that's the group ID we forced onto the console consumer by providing it as an option. It provides a bunch of strange information that you really don't have to worry about, okay? But it will basically tell Kafka a way to know where you've been reading onto. And so if we look at all the way to the bottom, and we could go a long way, but basically it starts committing offsets and so on from when it's been reading to. So it's really useful. It's a system topic, so you don't need to worry too much about it, okay? But it's good for you to know. Sometimes when you do use the Kafka Topics UI, you get a configuration tab. The configuration tab just basically tells you some configuration parameters that have been set for that topic. We haven't seen exactly what topics parameters are, but these ones are pretty helpful. For example, segment bytes, and there's a description right here, and cleanup policy, and there's a description, and so on. Okay, so they're good to know. We just create topics with the replication factor and the partition factor. But you see, for example, for this consumer offset topic, we have 1 as a replication factor, 50 partitions, and 3 configs have been changed, these ones. Okay, so that's about it. It's this UI is a really good way of getting started with Kafka, and there's a very handy as well top right download topic button, and if I click on it, I get all the JSON that was in the UI, so it's quite nice. Don't use it as a debug tool. It's more of a developer tool to assist you sometimes and to see how your data looks like in Kafka and if it made to Kafka. But there's no search, there's no querying or whatsoever. It just basically reads the topic, just like you would using a console producer or a console consumer with a command line, okay? But it's still a really nice thing to have. And then finally, you see there's binary, JSON, 3 dots, or Avro. Don't worry too much about that. Data is data, so what we have is just this one, 3 dots, and it basically means nothing. It's for you. It's just how the topics knows what kind of data it is, if it's a little bit strange or not. But there you go. That's the Kafka Topics UI. I hope it really helps you when you do your development, and I'll see you in the next lecture.